Good afternoon and welcome to the presentation during which we will be discussing our business, the project that it reveals around, and how we will finalize it. That was hosted by Tatyana Tarasova on July 21st of 2021. My name is Oleg Lipovetsky and I'll be translating on behalf of Ms. Tarasova. Tatyana Tarasova speaking. Good afternoon, dear colleagues and friends, and welcome to the presentation during which I will discuss our current rates of the company's development and how easy it is to evaluate the major perspectives of participating in our project for an unfamiliar investor. Firstly, allow me to introduce myself. I am a financial analyst with expertise in lending risks, and I am also a business auditor, as well as I am an investor of Gemfamine Market Space and a member of VIP Club 5000, and I am actively participating in its development. While today we will discuss the major potential and new opportunities offered by the market today. Today, we will briefly discuss an offer for an investor to participate in a prospective and highly profitable business. Nowadays, linear businesses are experiencing difficulties due to the latest turbulence across the world. Although if we simply Google which market sector currently yields the highest profits, we will see that it consists of companies that create digital platforms, online communication platforms, and commerce. Our company and ecosystem is created in the same highly profitable sector of the market, specifically the niche of messengers and marketplaces, as in 7 years we managed to create a unique application that combines these two notions in one. As of today, the ecosystem is the latest trend and is the most attractive for both investors and users, as the largest capitals are being invested in them today. Firstly, what is an ecosystem? An ecosystem offers special conveniences for users where everything necessary is combined in just one application. Moreover, Gemfamine Market Space is an international project since 2016. It is a high-tech messenger and already has operational marketplaces in North America, Russia, and Europe to be introduced shortly. The ecosystem also boasts fintech services and already has more than 30 million of users in 180 countries of the world. And over the course of its development, Gemfamine Market Space has already introduced its marketplaces in various regions of the world, which are currently being tested for fintech launch. It also is a platform for free exchange of information, offering public channels that allow anyone to promote their brands. It also has a built-in translator to 20 languages, with more coming, which expands beyond borders. Financial services, which makes us not just a messenger but also a fintech company that is highly in demand these days. It is also a social network of new generation, which offers numerous capabilities within itself. And you can also host live broadcasts and channels and conferences for up to 1,000 participants, and much, much more. Live broadcasts today are a very popular mean for bloggers or those who are promoting their channels or brands who wish to inform their followers of something live. Moreover, our marketplace is also quite different from other marketplace alternatives, as it offers equal opportunities to everyone. We do not compete with sellers on the platform, and we will not make the mistakes of major online stores that pose as sellers themselves on their own platforms and limit the commercial opportunities for their users by doing so. The application itself is already operating in 180 countries of the world and is currently having 31,700,000 of users. Simply take a look at the geography of spread and the downloads of our application, where each indicator marks a whole country. This is a truly worldwide spread. Further, I also wanted to discuss the market sector that our ecosystem is operating on. As I mentioned previously, this sector accumulated the highest capitals. Although Messenger is a built-in marketplace, is a recent trend that posted the highest perspectives and is the most attractive niche in the market sector today. As you may know, WeChat operates strictly in China, and our Gemfamine Market Space will operate across the whole world. Furthermore, this slide depicts the top 10 strongest technological brands as of today, and I wanted to depict why Gem4Me Marketspace is not only gaining popularity between users, but is also gaining in terms of investment appeal. According to valuations by respectable rating agencies like Moody's and S&P, they issue an index of brand's strength. A steady number one position in this rating has been held by the Chinese WeChat for several years now. So you may ask, why is it that the Chinese WeChat is seen as the most technologically advanced and strongest company in the world? WeChat is stronger than Amazon and even YouTube. WeChat is recognized as the strongest technological brand in terms of business performance, perception, and investment appeal. The company was awarded AAA+ rating by the Brand Strength Index of 92.9 out of 100 points. The reason being due to the fact that WeChat combines the synergy of its millions of users with a vast array of services. So in essence, users of WeChat can solve absolutely any of their needs within the WeChat's ecosystem without needing to leave. So we followed a similar path of development, although we took our development to the next level, offering more capabilities in our ecosystem, having seen how vastly popular this approach is and what it offers for the users. We realized this idea with more technological advances and much more scalable across the whole world. In essence, there are classic types of business where the value of the particular business really depends on the rate of revenue generation, and there are businesses that increase in their values regardless of their revenues, particularly the niche of non-material assets to grow in value as it gains more and more users. In my personal experience, I've worked in banks for many years and conducted business valuations and major complicated acquisitions, as well as credit risk evaluations. Hence, I have accumulated an extensive experience in this regard. Now, I would like to show you the types of companies that grow in their values regardless, even of their revenues. You may have never known this, but the key factor for this tendency is the value of one user of the particular platform. In assessing the business companies from this sector of the economy, the phenomenon of growth and value is associated with an increase in the client base. Further, within the presence of monetization, increased coefficients are also applied. At this point, our project is in its final stage and we are entering the pre-sale stage, whereas our task at this point is to reach 50 million of users, and we are anticipating to reach it in the next few months. Since we are a European company, we are mandated to conduct audits of the company, and this slide depicts the continuous growth in value of just the messenger portion of the application for the past few years. Now this is a remarkable depiction of the growth of our ecosystem's value due to the increasing user base. At this point, we are expecting our next valuation to be released once the audit is completed, and we are expecting great results. As you can see on the screen, the summary of all our valuations of the messenger portion are depicted starting from 2017. Bear in mind that the key determining factor is the value per one user. Our latest valuation as of February of 2021 was at $656 million, a very large number. However, since then the user base increased significantly, and if we just extend this table, it is evident that the company has already reached the $1 billion mark, and we are truly inspired by this threshold. Those who invest in such a company, their assets begin to grow at a progressive rate. Further, the investment in our company is fully protected, as the company is registered in the European Union and all the official documentation can be viewed on the website if need be. As you can see on the screen, the document depicted shows the founding capital of the company, whereas all the investors that purchase shares of the company are protected by the founding capital and the product itself that Gem4Me Marketspace owns. Today, in the final stage of the project's development, the investments are protected and the risks are minimized. Those investors who invest during this stage do not have the same risks as the investors who invested during the initial stages did. Moreover, the range of investment for private investors is typically between €3,000 to €115,000 with application of corporate class of shares, where profitability classes start from 1 to 10 for private investors. All investors receive a packet of documents registering their ownership of shares and confirming their portfolios. This table depicts all the available investment packages for purchase, whereas the most profitable options start from the super package, as the price per one share is less in those packages and the coefficient of corporate activity determines the profitability class as well. The goal is to sell the company, while the cost of one share at this point is €75. When the company is sold, all investors will receive their individual profits depending on their portfolios of shares. Once we bring the application to a certain value, expected sale amount of $30 to $40 billion, with individual profit per one share around €1,000. So, how to become an investor? Simply create an account to make purchases of shares. Choose the most profitable investment threshold for yourself, such as an invest package for instance. Place an order, pay for the chosen invest package using your bank card, and submit the required documentation for verification in the registry of shareholders. Next, you will complete the verification process by submitting the required documents for the registrar to enlist you in the registry of shareholders of the company. Moreover, all investors also receive a certificate like the one depicted on the screen, which states the number of shares a particular investor owns and all the personal data of the particular shareholder. Additionally, any investor can also request an official excerpt from the registry of shareholders that is issued by the custodian company that maintains the registry, and it is also notarized. In conclusion, if you are interested in investing, you can learn more on the company's website as well. While on this slide, you can see an example of Jim Getz, who invested $60 million in WhatsApp Messenger during its final development, and just a few months later, after WhatsApp was sold, he received $3 billion, which is a 5,000% profit. You could also manage to write history like such by joining our project during its final stage today. And I wish you all the best, and thank you for your time.